That's a barbell. It's got 235 pounds loaded. The workout's right there. Really simple. It's a factorial. You have reverse factorials and factorials. You're basically counting down or counting up. So today, this is kind of a blaster. It's not long duration. This is just working on stamina, which is basically endurance for strength. Strength endurance, aka stamina. And that's the thing. There's endurance and there's stamina. They're different, just so you know. It's like saying magazine and clip for a gun. Like, it's similar, but no, they're not the same thing. So all I'm doing is one deadlift at 235 pounds and one burpee over the bar, which means I do a burpee, then I jump over the bar. No big deal. But I suck at burpees. I'm like 6'3", 210. It's just a lot of work if you do the math. You know, what was it? Work. How does that work? Power? I don't know. Force times distance divided by time. There's mass times acceleration. I forget the formula at the moment. I'm a big dude and I'm tall. I got to do a lot of work to get down to the ground all the way up versus someone that's like 2 feet tall. They only got to go 2 feet. I got to go 6'3". It's a lot of work. So it kicks my ass is what I'm saying. I haven't done heavy deadlifts. This isn't technically heavy or wasn't heavy to me, 235, but today it feels like, damn man, you haven't lifted heavy in a hot minute. My back's feeling a little tight, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell myself, dude, if it starts feeling like, then stop. That's fine. Whether it's the first deadlift, I'm like, all right, whatever. We have the first Learning Wild homeschool program, basically homeschool program for survival and life skills tomorrow, and definitely don't want to go there, you know, with a tight back and, you know, holding the kids back. So I gotta play it smart. Plus, I don't want to deal with injuries. So I'm gonna give you a few tips on deadlifts in case you want to try this. Deadlifts get a bad reputation because people get hurt. A lot of people get hurt. Well, I don't know. Maybe they got a shitty coach, or maybe they have a great coach and they just don't listen to the coach because they're like, no, I can do it. I can do it. Like, it's not can you do it? Is it with good form? Can you do it? Doesn't have to be perfect, but good form. Can you do it? Obviously perfect is better, but generally with perfect form, the weight isn't going to be challenging your body, so you're not really going to adapt or grow. If it's too heavy, you're going to get hurt. If it's pretty damn heavy and your form starts feeling like it's going to start to give, you stop there, recover, and get back to work once you're ready. So, best way to learn deadlifts? And again, a deadlift, I don't know, I dropped my bottle. Let me bend over and pick it up. Deadlift. So deadlift, bend over and pick it up. Super simple. It's a very common, natural movement. We all do it. I mean, if we have extremities, you know what I'm saying. So, get yourself a PVC pipe, broom handle, stick, whatever. If you can hold it on your thighs and walk up to a doorway, and have the doorway, you know, just push with your hips, and have the doorway pin the handle, the wood, whatever, between your hips and the handle. So you can basically push, you know, and then let go with both hands. Okay, so you're right up against the wall, basically. So with your pipe against the wall, which is vertical, it's plumb. Basically, level, this is level, this is plumb. So it's a vertical version of level, plumb, hence the word plumb bob. So what the doorway does, it makes it impossible for you to do something really shitty like doing a deadlift like this. Lift with your legs, not your back. Fuck that rule. Tired of that shit. Just saying. I had a really shitty night, by the way, so I'm a little whatever. Lift with your legs, down with your back. Yeah. But that means you're doing a deadlift like, yeah, go ahead and pick a 200-pound box up or 50-pound box up. 200, whatever. If you don't use your back, if you're always using your legs, what happens to your back? It gets weak. What's more vulnerable? Strong legs or weak back? Weak back. Use your legs and your back, depending on what it is. Now, a barbell, you can't really use your legs all that much. Now, a box, if I can come up and grab a box or a ball and hold it like this, yeah, absolutely, use your legs. But with a barbell, I can't, you just can't do that. You have to freaking deadlift it. So sometimes you can deadlift, sometimes you shouldn't. But depending on the object, if you can hug it and lift, do it. Good luck. Grabbing a couch like that is pretty damn hard. This is so much easier. Deadlift, squat deadlift. This thing, the biggest thing when you're doing a deadlift, it's not so much is your back rounded, because there's a technique called rounded back technique. The key is not to change spinal position while under load or during movement. okay? So if I were to put a barbell on my back with 300 pounds and I started doing like this, I think we all know that's just gonna grind my discs away. Same with the deadlift here. And if I have a nice flat back and I'm coming up, gets heavy, and I start doing this, all right, that's a change in spinal position under load. And that's putting my discs, even the supporting muscles, at great jeopardy. So the idea is basically, if you're gonna do rounded back technique, which I wouldn't do unless you have like a coach with you, the concept is put your back in the position you want, and then it doesn't change. As long as it doesn't change during the movement, the theory is, and it's never hurt me, it's always, I like the idea actually, makes deadlifts a little easier. You can lift a little more weight, get through the cycle a little faster, just because it's a little less work. The reason is, if I stay nice and tall, right, the nice neutral spine, my fingers are, I don't know, let's see where they are. So I'm gonna pull my shorts up to my fingertips. Okay, fingertips, right? Let's do it like this way, because the bar's in front of me. So if I'm nice and tall, my fingertips just at the seam of my pants. Now if I do the rounded back technique, I just got 2 inches closer to the ground, which makes it significantly easier to lift, believe it or not. The reason for that is, biomechanically speaking, the more acute the angle of the joint that's doing most of the work, the more acute it is, the harder it is, okay? So think about it, if you've ever seen someone squat at the gym, or that's the only thing I can think of right now, but they got a bunch of weight on their back, they come down, like, poof, they come down, then all of a sudden here, they're like, and once they get to this, so right now this is pretty acute, it's very sharp, this is freaking what, 5-degree angle here, same with my hip, 10, whatever, but as soon as they'll come up, and they get stuck. There's other reasons why they get stuck, different muscles are turning on and off in your glutes. Once your knee or hip breaks 90 degrees, one of your 3 glute muscles kind of switches responsibilities. One of the 3 turns off and the other one turns on. So there's this weird transition. And it's funny, once you know that angle, you'll see people like, and they get stuck. Like, and then all of a sudden, so right now, I'm exerting all this energy. I got 300-400 pounds on my back, whatever. So I'm exerting all this energy, meaning I'm burning fuel. And heavy lifts, fuel burns quick, very quick. Creatine, carbohydrates, adenosine, triphosphate, all that. It's quick, okay? It's not like endurance or stamina. This is just strength. So once we get kind of out of that pocket, this whole time we're burning energy. I should be getting weaker, which meaning the longer I'm trying to ascend, I should just be failing like exponentially quick because I'm burning energy. But what happens is once we get kind of past this pocket, now my hips and knees are getting more acute, 90 degrees. Once I break that, you'll see that. We'll come down. Like, how can you go so fast at the very end? You should be dead. It's just the position of the angle of the joints. So that's that.